Aha, there you are. Good to see you. Your appointment with Sangonomiya is fast approaching. We should get going. Are you ready? We'll start by heading to the camp on Watatsumi Island, and then we'll go meet Her Excellency together from there. If you start to feel seasick at any point during the trip, let me know straight away. That said, you've spent time with the Crux fleet in the past, so... Ready? And away we go! Here we are, the training grounds for Watatsumi Island's troops. Right now, the resistance is predominantly made up of... Some of them are fighting with the Shogun's army in Tatarasuna, and some of them are
Did you used to train here too?
Yep. Unfortunately, I had to join the fight in Tatarasuna before I'd had the chance to impress the instructors. So I'll be staying here for now. If you need me for anything, if I'm not around, just write a note and stick it on the wall. As soon as I see it, I'll come find you. Shoot! It's nearly time for the appointment. I'll have to show you around Watatsumi Island some other time. For now, let's get ourselves over to Sangonomiya.
So, Sangonomiya is the name of the place where Sangonomiya Kokomi lives? Huh. Let's go check it out.
On the absolute top priority, period. We cannot afford any losses. With the conflict between us and the Shogun's army getting more intense by the day, we must
Understood. I will think of a way.
Take heart. We have a fresh batch of supplies in hand, and I'm working on expanding the... I appreciate that the lack of manpower has been hard on all of you.
We're expanding the army? Oh, that's great. Whoever... Huh? Tepe. Might I ask who?
VIP guests of Her Excellency, that's who. I'm acting under order.
Oh, really? Wait, so are you the new recruit everyone's been talking about? Strength of 20 men, splits an arrow in twain from 100 paces, skin as hard as diamond. That's you?
Seriously? What is going on with...
You've come a long way. I'm sure you must be here on pressing business, so I won't... Your Excellency, I'll take my leave.
Your Excellency, I couldn't help but overhear Okubo mention something about...
Not long ago, someone wrote to me saying that they wish to support the Watatsumi Island resistance effort. Thanks to them, we can finally start recruiting troops on this. I am not without my doubts about the whole affair. But Watatsumi, the sender's conditions were also reasonable. They simply ask us to dedicate ourselves, whatever other motives they may have. We are at least aligned on this. Naturally, we shouldn't let our guard down.
Your Excellency, does this mean that the food at the front line is gonna get any better? I was at the field...
Don't worry. I've already made arrangements for that. Everyone will have their fill of meat.
That's fantastic!
I understand how hard it's been on everyone. The Resistance Army's rations have barely changed at all since the Vision Hunt. I will discuss this with the Logistics Division to see what further... However, our supplies are...
When will the Vision Hunt decree...
That's the question. And the mere existence of the Vision Hunt decree is baffling. The Tenryou Commission's attitude just doesn't seem... The Tenryou Commission's zealous support for the decree seemed to come out of nowhere, and the Shogun seems completely I suspect the Vision Hunt decree won't end until these mysteries are solved. Traveler, to confirm, knowing the current situation, fate good. Then I hereby appoint you as captain of the Watatsumi Island Special Operations Unit.
Whoa, what? Swordfish too? Is this the same Swordfish Special Ops unit? It's hard enough getting into a Special Ops unit at the bottom rung, let alone jumping to captain in one fell swoop. This is incredible.
Although this appointment breaks with convention, I firmly believe...
Great! So when do we take
The members of Swordfish 2 are currently on standby in a valley to the southwest. Ronin have been causing trouble down there lately, and I have already written your appointment letter, which you'll need to show them on arrival. Once that's out of the way, the Special Ops Unit comprises Watatsumi Island's elite soldiers. They can...
What about me, Your Excellency? I want to make a contribution to...
Of course. I'll arrange something...
All right! One successful operation coming right up! You may have...
Okay, sure! Well, be careful, well, Traveler?
Ah, you must be the new captain of Swordfish. Your reputation precedes you. And the appointment letter is... I'll be straight with you. I want to know whether you have what...
You mean...
Normally, a duel would be the quickest way to settle the question. We're stationed here because of all the Ronin causing trouble in these parts. If you can get rid of them for us...
All right, let's show...
It's my lucky day!
Illusion shattered!
Shaken hands!
There's more!
One with nature! Crush!
Finally, I get the very...
Okay, seems like you can hold your own. The rumors are... Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Kotoku, acting captain of Swordfish 2. I now formally cede the position of captain to you. Swordfish 2 awaits your...
There are 2 hard-hit areas. This was one of them, but thanks to you, this area is now secure. That said, the ones over there are tougher. And there's more.
You got that right. Watatsumi Island is busy fighting the Shogun...
More speed.
There's so many...
That's not even all of them. Whichever camp we attack, it's the Ronin in the other 2 camps that'll cause us issues. They might decide to provide... But Captain, that would... If we spread our troops too thin, we won't have enough...
Yep, the Traveler eats amateurs like these...
All right then. We'll deal with them all in one...
Let's
There
get
is
down
no
to business.
escape! Into the wind! Shut up!
Final shot, where I... No.
Crush! Shine down! The mortal plane! A fleeting dream! Beg for mercy!
Fall before me!
Vengeance will be mine! Crush!
You win! Cut down! Like this.
That should be the last of them. You didn't get hurt, did you? Cool. Paimon went...
Captain!
Captain, the other 2 camps have been cleared. The entire rear...
Great! We stop, but what's next?
Finally, we got it done. These Ronin have been bugging me for ages, but Kotoku wouldn't let us at him until now.
What? No way could you have taken them down without the new captain here.
Oh, come on.
Hey, cut these guys, honestly. Forget them.
How was it? Did your initiation go smoothly? I'm sure you're playing it down a little. Kotoku and the others put you through your paces, but with your level of ability, I'm sure it was a walk in the park. Since you're back, I take it that the Ronin are now gone from Watatsumi Island?
You bet! We sure showed them who's boss!
Good. Now we just need to make sure Okubo keeps a close watch to prevent their resurgence. Thank you. I believe in rewarding merit, so you will be compensated for your hard work. I gave him an assignment. He's taking part in a surprise attack against the Shogun's navy. He expressed a desire to be on the front line, so I honored his wishes. Now, speaking of assignments...
A special mission?
Yes. In between Watatsumi Island and Tarasuna, there are some ruins relating to a god who fell in the Archon War. There are some... Recently, however, supplies stored there have started to go missing for no obvious... Stranger still, The Resistance army passed by and reported they found no signs of danger. It's not urgent, so there is no need to leave immediately. I suggest you take a few days to when Teppei returns. You can catch up with him. Then pick a day when the weather's good to set sail.
Is Teppei? He has a tendency to dive into action without thinking things through. Oh, Paimon can't help.
Long time no see. So, how's Swordfish 2 treating you? Getting along okay with everyone? Well, you're in luck, because this seasoned veterans got a few leadership tips. Raising their pay will boost morale, while giving them a few bounties will act as an incentive to go the extra mile. It's also important to maintain strict discipline.
Wow.
I read it in a novel from the Yai Publishing House. It was a long time ago. You wouldn't believe how many dongo it took to convince my friend to let me borrow.
You're seriously gonna use a novel to tell people how to run an army?
Ha ha! That's where you underestimate me. That's right, I'm learning military management on the job. You'd better believe it. Thanks to my outstanding achievements in the recent naval battle, I have officially been made the captain of... It's a brand new unit, Herring 1. What do you think? Pretty awesome, right? I spoke to Her Excellency, and she says our uniforms are in production. Let's go collect them together once they're ready. Oh, I can't wait to put them on. We're really gonna look the part. Ah! Everything's going great. Our mystery sponsor supplies have really helped turn things around.
Will Paimon get a uniform too?
Of course. You're a recognized member of the Watatsumi Island Resistance.
Yippee!
Captain, a new assignment has come in.
Thank you, soldier. I'll be there on the double. All right, I better go. See you again soon. You'd better watch out, partner. At the rate I'm going, I'll overtake you if you're not careful. I wouldn't be so confident if I were you. I'm at the top of my game right now. This is my time to shine.
Paimon's so surprised that Teppei's been made a platoon captain. He must have been working super hard. Let's take a break, then go check out these Archon... Yikes! A huge launch! Was it drawn out by the electro energy?
Goldfish down! Let's light it up! Teamwork is...
Shake and...
Time for a light show!
Phew! Glad that's over. As monsters go, that one was pretty tough. It doesn't make any sense. Also, anyway, the good thing is that it's over now. We should probably get going. Huh? Teppei, what are you doing here?
Wow, this is a surprise. I just got back from delivering some supplies to the front line. I figured I'd stop by and clear any threats in this area on the way back.
Are you alright there, buddy?
I'm fine. It's nothing. I must have caught a cold a couple of days ago. On my way past, I heard that someone had just arrived on the island to investigate, so if there'd been some real danger, I might have had the chance to be the hero. Shame it was...
Teppei, don't you think...
Now that you mention it, It could be that the Tatarigami is more palpable here, I guess. We're not that far.
Urabashi?
A god. Look, there's the corpse over there.
Ah! It's a gigantic snake skeleton!
Urabashi was the one who brought our ancestors from Enkanomiya up to the surface. That's the origin of the Watatsumi Island. Our ancestors regarded it as a guardian deity. But during the Archon War, the Raiden Shogun came out in person and slew Urabashi with the Muso no Hitotachi. That same slash also formed what later became known as Musojin Gorge.
The Raiden Shogun created Musojin Gorge in one slash? Wow, that's pretty incredible!
Yes, but the Archon War was brutal. And Yashiori Island was completely destroyed during that battle. They say the Shogun lost something very dear to her along the way, too. Since Urabashi's death, there has always been some animosity between Watatsumi Island and the Shogunate, but our different beliefs have nothing to do with why the resistance was formed. When Urabashi attacked civilization, the Shogun stood up and put a stop to it. But now that the Shogun is stripping people of their ambitions with the Vision Hunt Decree, it's time. Alright, I'm heading back. I was just dealing with some of the Shogun's elite samurai, so I think I'm gonna take a quick breather, and it's on to my next assignment. You should report back to Sangonomiya as soon as possible. Don't stay here longer than you need to. Being around the Tatarigami too long won't do your health any. Hey, don't worry about me. Peak condition.
Teppei's sure made some big progress if he's already dealing with Shogunate samurai. Let's report back to Kokomi. Kokomi, we're back! Oh, look, Goro's here too! What happened? They look so serious.
Approximately how many people are exhibiting these symptoms?
I haven't had the chance to do a full count yet.
Kokomi, Goro, what's going on?
Recently, some of our soldiers started showing symptoms of accelerated aging. I called them in for questioning and found out they'd privately acquired some secret weapons from our sponsor. Most of them are highly ambitious types, vehemently opposed to the Vision Hunt Decree. They've been using these new weapons secretly since getting a hold of them.
So that's why the war has been going unusually well. That risky secret weapon, Goro. Have you managed to acquire one?
Well, most of the officers refuse to hand them over. Still, I did manage to get one.
Do you know something about this?
So that means our secret
But why would the Fatui do this? Forget that. There's no time. Right now, we need to inform the whole army. All soldiers who have shown symptoms are to be taken for treatment.
Wait a second. Speaking of... No! Let's go check...
Oh. Hey, guys. What are you... Just a moment. Let me get up. It's weird. Oh, right. Yeah. I haven't had time to give you the full details of fighting the Shogun's army at sea. Taking on... If only I were stronger still. The stronger I am, the more I can do for the It was... They gave it to me and said that as... It's just like a vision. It's illusion. So... What's the difference between... Gosh. Well, I suppose it's not due... I've been getting more and more tired. At first, I'd find I was a little more beat than usual after a battle. This is a real shame. Guess I didn't... See... Hey, when our uniforms are ready, grab mine for me. What's that look for? Don't worry, partner. As soon as I've rested up, I'll be right as rain.
Tepe! Hey! Where are you going? Hey!
How's Tepe's condition? I have put out the order to seize all Duluth. The vast majority are showing some loss of fight, sadly. A few have been...
Your Excellency, I'm planning to establish a dedicated field hospital to monitor... The soldiers are up in arms about the ban, though. They know full well what a delusion is, but they...
Okay. I'll leave you. This whole fiasco is certain to be a blow to morale. If the Shogun's army attacks now while we're scrambling to recover, what are your thoughts? No, it's too dangerous. The Sakoku decree is still in force. So their delusions must be to organize an operation of this scale. They will have had to mobilize a huge amount of manpower and resources. They can't have done it without local support. If we want to stop them, we have to destroy the factory where the delusions are made. It's dangerous to go alone.
Your Excellency, given the urgency of the situation, we were hardly discreet when confiscating the delusions. The Fatui are sure to take note. If we spend any longer amassing our forces, they will get wind of our plans and make their escape.
Very true. Let me think. I gave this some thought while you were confiscating the delusions. The site of the factory must be big and not many places meet these criteria. And if we take the locations where our soldiers receive their delusions into account as well, I suspect the site is likely. I'm not going to stop you. We have lost too many courageous fighters already. I don't want to lose you too.
Huh? You mean to the delusion factory? Really? You aren't gonna think it over first? Fine.
Into the wind.
Shake it, ass!
Shut up!
We've only just begun. Miscalculated. Classified heat.
Beg for mercy.
Need to hurry up.
Illusion shattered. Crush. Well met.
Scratch that! Can't handle your drink!
You need to hurry up.
Beg for mercy.
This was well done. Fuel's clogged.
So, is this what delusions are made from? So much crystal marrow. Now where have we seen that? Wait a second. Are they getting this from Rito? So the kinds of commission
Crush!
Let me amuse myself. Look at me. Just once.
More speed.
Yikes! It looks dangerous. We'd better watch our step or we might get hit.
Time to go.
One with nature.
Intruder spotted! Do not let them impede the work of the Harbingers. You'll never get out of here alive!
There is no escape. Beg for mercy.
In this city, you must have a death wish. Don't be intimidated. Lord Harbinger will be here soon.
Illusion shattered.
Clouds high. The birds call. One with nature.
Flows through me. Shudder. Vengeance will be mine. Crush. This body belongs to ice and snow.
You actually managed to find this place. Congratulations.
So, you're another Fatui Harbinger? Like Senora and Child?
Senora and Child. I didn't know you and my two least reliable colleagues were acquainted. I'm the Balladeer. Number 6 of the Fatui Harbingers. Delighted to meet you, oh mighty traveler. So many visitors today. To what do I owe the honor? Oh, so that's what this is about. I think you've got the wrong idea. I know how this looks, but I'm just here to follow orders. I'm obviously not the mastermind behind this. Aren't you supposed to be pretty tough? What are you waiting for? Go get them. You're getting all worked up over nothing. Didn't have you down as being so weak.
How can you say this is nothing?
How can you call it anything more? It's the way of the world. Human life is worthless. They were always going to die, with or without a delusion. At least having one gives them a chance to fulfill their ambitions. Do you have any idea how useful the Vision Hunt decree is to us? It took a lot of work to make it happen. Obviously, it was in our best interests. Good news is, our hard work is finally paying off. Generating conflict creates a big market for delusions. Now we just let the promise of power draw in the weak. For just a small price, they get the feeling of controlling the world, trading their life for supreme power. Pretty good deal, don't you think?
So, the Fatui started the Vision Hunt decree? You've been behind it all along?
From the outside, Inazuma looks pretty impenetrable. But on the inside, it's a land of opportunity. With a little effort, we were able to break them down from eternity stretches things out over a long time. But take your friend in the Resistance, for example. There's nothing you can do now, just like a bubble on the water. The more it takes from them, the more tightly they hold on to it. And the more incompetent they are, the more determined they are to fight it. It's such a fun.
Hey, calm down.
That's it. Just like that. Embrace the anger. Embrace it! The wrath of the gods fills his factory, and it feeds on your anger.
What's happening? Get up!
Repeat after me. 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3. Come on. Okay, that's positive. Your brain seems relatively unscathed. This is good news. It's just as well, really, with the amount of effort it took me to get you back here. Honestly, it was like you were glued to the ground back there.
Nico? Paimon's been wanting to ask you about something.
Am I? Maybe it's because I had the other Shrine Maidens leave. Anyway, I've always been like this. People show you whatever side of themselves they want you to see. I know this. Every side of me is the real me. People this is a human society. Study humans a while longer, my little friend.
Right! Paimon was so focused on the Traveler that Paimon didn't notice what you did.
What if I told you it was a secret art from the Grand Narukami Shrine, and that I had the Balladeer down on his knees, begging? Well, maybe you should be worrying less about that, and more about how exactly you're going. Maybe some of your neural circuitry is less intact than I thought. I didn't mean you had to be so formal about it. I need your actions, not your word. The delusions. They're still on your mind, aren't they? You needn't worry. The leader of Watatsumi Island took some troops to clear the place out. She's also issued a strict... With their stronghold exposed, I doubt the Balladeer is stubborn enough to try and retaliate now on his... I must say, I would... Well, anyway, that Songonomiya Kokomi, she really outdid herself this time. I'd love to have another chat with her again in person. But alas, belief systems can be such a hindrance sometimes.
A hindrance? Should you really be saying that as the Gucci of the Grand Shrine?
Anyway, I'm only telling you this to stop you worrying so that you can focus. You've met her, right? I'm not talking about the puppet. I mean her. You've met her, yes? Yes, the true Raiden Shogun, who meditates endlessly in the plane of Euthymia to preserve her being. Her name is A.
Are you saying that the one we met at the ceremony was just a puppet? And the real Raiden Shogun is the one that the Traveler met later? And does that mean that when the battlefield changed, so did the opponent?
Because this is the Raiden Shogun's eternity. Before pursuing the eternity of her nation, since the physical body will eventually turn to dust, she replaced hers with that of a puppet. And since the spirit is susceptible to erosion, she placed her consciousness inside her sword, where she remains in a meditative state, free from all disturbances.
So, that place that she carved open with her...
The plane of Euthymia. Essentially, the world inside her mind. She shuts herself off in her inner world, leaving all the affairs of the outside world to be dealt with by a puppet, who has a singular focus on the pursuit of eternity. This is the approach A has come up with for realizing eternity. You mean Morax? It's been a while since I last saw him. A surprising decision by Liyue's Archon. What a fascinating god he is.
It seems like the Raiden Shogun's approach solves the problem Zhang Li was facing, but...
Perhaps. Or you could take the view that she's acting. The grand notion of eternity she once held has long since given way to the eternity of her own definition. And ultimately, her eternity is defined by fear. The truth is, we are on the same side. You want to save the people of Inazuma from the Vision Hunt decree. So do I. The only difference is that I'd rather like to save this nation and save A while we're at it. The key is that the plane of Euthymia represents A's inner world. Defeat her there, and you may well have the chance to shake the Raiden Shogun's will.
So this is your plan? Not by talking her out of it, or through an armed resistance?
You're a fast learner. In short, this is the last... Don't you realize how special you are? Remember, the plane of Euthymia is a space where only that you have piqued her interest. Perhaps it's because she has never seen an individual who is so...
Has no one else ever been?
None. No one has seen the devotee of eternity since she shut herself away. Your existence is more than just an opportunity. It's the very key to all of this.
Wait, you're leaving? Where are you going?
Anti-Raiden Shogun training. I've prepared a special program just for you. Come along.
We're gonna do it here? And what's this mechanism?
Think of it as a catalyst that can reproduce the Raiden Shogun's combat moves. I made it from my own memory, which it'll give you a chance to figure out her moves in advance and come up with a counter. The aim is to try to not get hit by the attacks, since you've escaped certain death at her hand once already.
much about the Raiden Shogun.
You mean me? Perhaps it's because I'm the Electro Archon's servant.
What? Like Dvalin is to Barbados? Huh. Never would have guessed by looking at you.
It sounds like you'd be more persuaded if you saw me in my fox form. In your dreams.
Aw.
More curious than my appearance is the fact that she and I don't see each other anymore, wouldn't you say? A nation to last for all eternity is a dream that she and I both share. But I don't think that's the same thing as complete stasis. At some point, she started going down a path that became increasingly difficult for me to join her on. You know, A never said goodbye to me before she stepped into the plane of Euthymia. Perhaps it's just my wishful thinking, but I think she did this deliberately, as her way of keeping our friendship eternal. By neither saying goodbye nor seeing me again, our relationship will remain forever how it was. In her mind, at least. Since we've embarked on two very different paths to eternity, I can either continue to maintain the status quo or do whatever it takes to bring her back on track, regardless of the cost. I have chosen the latter because if stubbornly isolating herself in the plane of Euthymia is her idea of eternity, then my duty as her eternal servant is to drag her back out of her own head and into the real world.
Aw, Miko, you sound like a really great friend.
I'm only telling you this so you can properly understand my plan. Could you possibly spare the sentimentality for the time being? Anyway, that's enough chit-chat. Time for Anti-Raiden Shogun Training Phase 2.
There's a part 2?
Illusion shattered! One with nature. Shudder! Into the wind. So fallen leaves, adorn my night! Beg for mercy! Remove all obstacles! Torn to oblivion! Shine down!
Scratch that! Look at you, Foodown!
Illusion shattered! Ha!
We're finally done! How did we do?
You did quite admirably. I could see your determination and your hard work.
So, do you think we're ready to beat the Raiden Shogun now?
How do I put this? You're no match for her at all.
Wait, what? So all of this was a complete waste of time?
You are the most important part of the plan. I know what I'm doing. You don't think I'd leave you with no chance to win at all, do you? Speaking of, Traveler, what do you think of the Resistance Army's chances? You're absolutely right. Perhaps they occasionally best the Shogun's army in open battle. But when they face the Raiden Shogun herself, considering even their visions have been taken from them and embedded in the statue, they're ultimately quite helpless.
You don't have to be so blunt. The Traveler's the captain of Swordfish too, you know.
I don't mean to belittle them. On the contrary, it is precisely because of their helplessness, because their visions have been taken from them, that their will is all the more precious. In short, if everything goes according to plan, they may yet Oh, goodness, is that the time?
All of a sudden, you're entertaining guests? Hyman's really struggling to understand how you work.
Okay, We can talk here. You asked me about the plan. In fact, I've been mulling it over for quite a long time. Before one makes a plan, what is the most important thing one must do?
Don't know. What is it?
You must understand the situation you are facing. The Vision Hunt Decree was obviously devised as a means of manipulating the Shogun. The ones behind it knowing full well her susceptibility as a puppet, with a single-minded focus on eternity. Yes, this is the strongest piece of evidence we have to go on. Now, we also know that every aspect of the Vision Hunt Decree's promulgation and execution.
Ayaka was saying that every time they submitted a petition against the Vision Hunt Decree, the Tenryo and Kanjo commissions would veto it straight away with no negotiation.
Yes, it's all too clear that both the Tenryo and Kanjo commissions are in some form of collusion. Thus, the current situation is that our Fatui antagonist is still at large, has the two rogue commissions wrapped around their finger, and is distributing delusions from the shadow. Unfortunately, given that said antagonist is under the protection of two commissions and the Raiden Shogun, we would be rather hard-pressed to track them down.
So, what should we do?
It will be easier for us to start with someone from Inazuma. So my plan is to incite rebellion in the Tenryo Commission.
Rebellion? What are you talking about? After everything you just said, it sounds like the Tenryo Commission has rebelled already.
When I say rebellion, I don't mean betray. If we manage to convince her, I'm quite sure we'll be able to get you enough. I'll give you a clue. She's currently in charge of the Shogun's army. She also appears to be standing right behind.
Don't move a muscle. You've got some nerve showing up here in the shrine when there's an active warrant for your arrest. Don't even think about trying anything. Surrender now. You're coming.
Affirmative.
Kujusara!
It seems that you're forgetting. This is the Grand Narukami Shrine. Use of force here is strictly forbidden. Before you proceed, which of you would like to face criminal...
Guji-ai, please tell me you are not sheltering a wanted criminal here.
We are just friends. I don't see what sheltering has to do with it. Tell your subordinates to leave. We have things to discuss.
All of you outside.
As you wish.
Guji-ai, I'm a little curious. Does it not also dishonor the Shogun to hide a wanted criminal at her grand shrine?
You're the same as ever, Kujo-sara. No one can match you when it comes to loyalty to the Shogun.
As a servant, loyalty to the Shogun is my duty. And as a warrior, I dedicate my life to following the way of the Shogun.
Even though she will one day seize your vision too?
The Vision Hunt Decree is the Shogun's chosen course, and I shall not question it.
It's tragic. Such wholehearted devotion rendered meaningless by circumstance.
Lady Guji, I need you to be direct. Tell me exactly what you mean.
The Vision Hunt Decree is a trap. Part of a Fatui plot to bring Inazuma to its... and your masters, the Kujo clan of the Tenryo Commission.
You're saying the Kujo clan betrayed the Shogun?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Guji-ai, your allegation is not only dangerous, but ridiculous. The Tri-Commission has served the Shogun ever since I was adopted by the Kujo clan. I have seen and heard nothing but pure devotion toward the Shogun. He reveres the Muso no Hitotachi more than anyone. My own respect for the Shogun, how could he ever even dream of acting against the
3 days. Come back here in 3 days and I will show you the evidence. As a Guji, there's one thing I know very well. People believe whatever they want to believe. Some things you do not. And so, it falls to me to place the truth before your eyes.
3 days? I'll be here. But if I don't see any evidence, she will have to come with me.
Wonderful. Then I'll see you in 3 days.
That was so scary! But, Miko, you mentioned evidence of the Tenryo Commission's betrayal.
Why are you always asking so many questions? Of course not.
No.
As plans go, changing the deity's mind is a huge gamble to begin with. We can't expect to be in control.
Okay, but what do we...
If we want to get our evidence, we're going to...
That toy Tanuki just turned into a... What's going on? Paimon's...
Not a Tanuki. I'm a Muchina. I'm so tired. If I don't get enough sleep, it'll stunt my growth.
Is this the professional you were talking about? She doesn't look very
She is a member of the Shiumatsuban.
Wow, a ninja? So was that one of those legendary ninja transformation techniques?
It belongs to the Yashiro Commission, a secret unit under Kamisato Ayato. Now, Kamisato Ayato and the Yashiro Commission are neutral parties, so I have no right to give orders to the Shiumatsuban. However, convincing their most chronically lazy member to help us is well within my ability. Here's what I need you to do. Go into town and find evidence of the Tenryo Commission's betrayal. It would not be appropriate for me to be seen there much.
You make it sound so simple.
Oh, I thought you would have figured it out by now. For a complete outsider, probing the inner workings of the Tenryo Commission is nigh on impossible. But since the three commissions work together to serve the Shogun, they have a close relationship. Someone from one of the other commissions might have an easier job of figuring out... The Shogun's army haven't given up on their search for you yet. But with the help of this Shiumatsuban ninja... Don't forget, we're on a tight schedule here.
More speed. More speed.
Toma! Toma! You there? It's us! We're back!
What brings you here? Did you meet with the Resistance? How's the battle going? Is it safe for me to come out yet?
Not just yet. We saw people patrolling on our way here.
So, it's still not over. I guess you came here because I'll get someone to call for Miss Kamisato. Bear...
I see. You have been... I understand. You need evidence of the Tenryo Commission's betrayal. Let me think. Now that you mention it, there is one thing that has always concerned me. The Shogun's army... I used to think that she simply didn't care. But looking at it now...
what?
The Tenryo Commission presides over domestic military affairs. If they ever had any... Meanwhile, the Shogun would incorrectly conclude that the Vision Hunt decree poses no threat and would stick to her decision. If we had access to their reports, it would confirm...
But as I recall, the only person authorized to access that kind of official documentation is Kujo Takayuki. It's heavily guarded too. Even with Sayu's help, swiping a document from under their noses...
If only there was a way we could distract the guards... That's a very Toma-sounding... But it's a reasonable one. The statue of the omnipresent god is right by the... While they were preoccupied with that, Sayu could infiltrate the Tenryo Commission and take the report, as well...
Great! It feels like I'm getting closer and closer to being a free man. It feels like it's been an eternity since we last sat down and talked. Well, it certainly felt like it to me. I've been looking forward to seeing you again every day. This tea house used to be my favorite hiding place, but now I've honestly lost track of how long it's been since I last set foot outside of... Oh, man.
Let's focus on the issue at hand. The sooner the Vision Hunt decree is abolished, the sooner Toma will be free. This was a reunion of sorts, but there's no time to catch up.
We'll celebrate properly when it's all over.
Ooh, let's play the hot pot game again.
You're still thinking about
The Tenryo Commission is heavily guarded. Be careful when you get near. Let's meet back here after.
All right. First, let's go to Hanamizaka to find you. Yoimiya, we need an
Extra large fight. You sure came to the right person. As it happens, I made this really souped up one just a couple days ago. But it's so powerful that I haven't found anywhere I can test it out yet. May as well give it to you. Let me know how it... Don't forget, move well away from it after you light the fuse. And try to avoid burning your clothes. Also, it's best that you cover your ears.
Why does Paimon feel so nervous all of a sudden?
Don't worry, it's just a firework. Come on. What's the worst that could happen?
We'll give it... Well, we got our distraction. Now we just need to wait for nightfall.
I think we should change it. This part is a bit...
Knights and aristocrats share the same cultural heritage.
Pretty much how I thought. There are loads and loads of people. If one of them spots, we need to get rid of them, or it won't be after I get the document. Let's meet back at... Also, if I do get caught, please come rescue me. Is this really... Anyway, let's make our way to the...
The wind knows me.
Time to go.
What kind of firework is this? By the look of it, Paimon's ears are gonna get blown off. Oh, Yoimiya, you are officially nuts. Uh-oh, they're all coming this way! Quick, run! What kind of firework is this? By the look of it, Paimon's ears are gonna get blown off. Oh, Yoimiya, you are officially nuts. Uh-oh, they're all coming this way! Quick, run!
Let's investigate.
Well, how did it go? Well done.
I know exercise helps you grow. I feel so No, I can't sleep yet. There was something important I was supposed. I didn't know how to find a document you guys were talking about, so I just swiped a whole bunch of stuff that looks suspicious. Here you go.
My lady, what are we looking?
This sealed envelope must be an official report that the Tenryou Commission is preparing to present to the Shogun. In addition, we have... It seems that Gujiae was right. This should be ample evidence. Please take them to Gujiae. I will also gather some people to try and root out the rest.
Still, mind yourself when you face the Shogun. I still get goosebumps just thinking about her drawing that blade.
Again, we'll just have to trust Gujiae. She is close to the Shogun, so maybe she will have a way.
If Paimon remembers correctly, it should be... Let's pack up our things and get ready to head to the...
Lady Guji, here I am, as promised. Rest assured I came here alone.
I knew you would keep your promise after all. I'm sure you've barely been able to take your mind off it these past few days.
So, where is your proof?
Ah, how wonderful. Everyone's keeping their promises today.
Oh, you wouldn't believe what we had to go through to get our hands on this stuff.
Hand them to Sarah. She can examine them for herself.
What is this? I see this document bears the official seal of the head of the Kujo clan. I don't understand. Not a single word about the resistance, Sangono. What about the soldiers who gave their lives on the front line? Or the hardship endured by the people? Do they deserve utter disregard for human life?
For the sake of the Vision Hunt decree, of course. Don't you think the Shogun might reconsider her policy if all of the things you just mentioned appeared in this report?
So, the Tenryou Commission... They are deliberately deceiving the Shogun?
Yes. Now, who else do you think might be benefiting?
This is a letter from the Tenryou Commission to the Fatui. The head of the Kujo clan kept this a secret from the Shogun.
Well, the things you wanted to see but also wished not to see are here before you. Surely, you aren't planning to turn a blind eye to them?
So everything I've ever held on to, it's all... How could they? This betrayal is unforgivable! Takayuki, you've got some explaining to do!
Kujo-Sara seems pretty angry, huh? Looks like our Yep, let's catch...
Hold on, Traveler. There's something else we need to discuss.
Huh?
Last time you entered the plane of Euthymia, it was in front of the statue of the Omnipresent God, correct? You must find a way to recreate the circumstances of that day. If you can get the Raiden Shogun to open her heart to you once more before the statue of the Omnipresent God, you will have the opportunity you need. Take this with you as a farewell gift.
What is it?
The Omamori from the Grand Narukami Shrine are very potent indeed. If you find yourself at your wit's end, take it out. Or if you ever think about me during your journey, take it out, won't you? Who knows? Maybe I'll just end up appearing right in front of you.
Cut it out, Fox Lady. This isn't the time or...
I'm sorry.
followed me here? You've got guts, I'll give you that. Since you are a witness, I suppose I can shield you from arrest. At least until I have received an explanation from Takayuki. But if it turns out that you have been deceptive in this matter, then not only will...
Apologies, ma'am. Orders from the top. No one is allowed to enter.
Out of my way! I need to speak to him. I won't tell you twice.
Into the wind!
You
must withdraw.
Illusion shattered! Inazuma shines eternal!
Allow me to strike first!
Storm!
As one with wind and cloud!
Beg for mercy! Crush!
Watch your step!
Eye for an eye! Let us cross swords!
Withdraw! One with nature! I must withdraw!
Can't handle you.
Torn to oblivion!
Allow me to strike first! Bastard!
Stop! Sarah, have you gone insane?
Master,
Go on, ask him.
Master Takayuki, I've seen the report to the throne and the letter to the Fatui. Please, tell me why.
So this is how my documents went missing from headquarters? You stole them.
Should I take your words to mean that these documents were not forgeries? They were really penned by your own hand. Please tell me, Master. I need to know. Has the Tenryo Commission really betrayed the shogunate?
Yes, I have dealings.
He just can't.
The diplomats from Snezhnaya promised a very generous reward indeed. And all they requested of me in return, for too long the Kujo clan's position has been coveted by so many. So, when the chance arose to gain the backing of another, it appeared to me to be an excellent deal.
But you worship the shogun. How can you betray—
Betrayal? The Fatui may think they are using me. When the lightning strikes in Inazuma, they shall fall. After, none can contend with the supreme power of the almighty Raiden.
Yeah, he doesn't worship the Raiden Shogun herself, but her power.
But Master, ever since I was adopted by the Kujo clan, but it's clear to me now that you wanted my loyalties to stop with the Kujo clan. You hypocrite! Preaching about virtue just to mask your own wretched
Selfishness? I am but safeguarding the eternity of—
hate to say it, but his ego is getting in the way. If he thinks the Kujo clan is
I've doubted the Vision Hunt decree in the past. I asked myself, is this truly the correct— But I chose to obey the Shogun. For as long as she leads the way, who among us is qualified to judge between right and wrong? But now I realize that the path of eternity is one without end. So I'm going to tell the Shogun the truth about all this.
Stubborn and— Report to the Shogun if you so wish. The Kujo clan's position is now unshakable, and the Shogun is at Tenshukaku receiving a Snezhnayan diplomat. A harbinger by the name of Signora.
Signora's the one behind all this? Not her! Way back in Rito, Lady Hiragi said something about the Kanjo Commissioner meeting with an arrogant-sounding woman. We should have known.
A diplomat from Snezhnaya? Well, if she thinks she's leaving Inazuma in one piece, she's got another thing coming.
Sara stormed off! Do you think she's gonna go barge into Tenshukaku right now? You can say that again. All right, then.
long as we have the
What's going on?
The way people charge in here as they please. So uncivilized. If I didn't know this was Tenshukaku, I might have mistaken it for some kind of street market. Have you learned your lesson now?
Oh no! What has she done to Kujo's?
The right to punish Inazumans for their crimes is mine alone. Not yours, Signora.
Then I apologize, Almighty Shogun. I know, you can't get me out of your mind. But you really don't need to call my name all the time. Don't go thinking I'm surprised to see you here. I'm well aware that you hate me, with the way you follow me around like a dark shadow. Ah, so you came to expose my crimes in front of the Shogun? I'm just a Snezhnayan diplomat.
She doesn't take us seriously at all!
Stop talking about people and things that I care nothing about. They were nobodies to begin with, and their names will be forgotten. But now, at least, they get to be building blocks in the grand revolution to realize eternity. Is that not the greatest honor they could hope for? In their tiny little lives, Almighty Shogun. Do correct me if I'm wrong. That's ancient history. You certainly love to hold a grudge. The Tsaritsa's dream is the noblest and purest thing in all these other mundane details you insist you. For what it's worth, I've grown tired of seeing you around as well. But before you go saying something you can't take back, remember charging into Tenshukaku uninvited and lecturing me in front of the show? I'm not sure you realize quite how much
I challenge you to a duel before the throne.
Proceed.
My, you're full of surprises today. So you've learned to make the law of the land work for you too, I'll admit that I never expected to be in a situation where the two of us were on equal footing. You are aware that the loser must die. Are you sure this is what you want?
Traveler!
Then I will deign to share this last dance with you. Till death do us part! A lesson on Harbinger power and elegance? As you wish.
There is no escape!
The odds are against us.
Detestable.
Beg for mercy. More speed.
Into the frozen void.
Illusion shattered!
Into the frozen void!
Let's go, let's go!
Clouds high, the birds call! Godless
There's
rodent!
no escape!
Crush! Detestable!
Shine down! Now you shall perish!
The Tsaritsa's benevolence has no place for transgressors!
It's not over yet! Diana Special!
Shudder! Fake! You've got some nerve laying your hands on me! Harbinger power has become burdensome. I will manifest my destiny anew. Await my emergence and tremble, traveler! You have reason to be afraid. Time to go. Into the wind. Time to go. So many regrets. The pale flame smolders.
Think you can bully me?
Pale flame, lay waste to frozen shell and witness my suffering. In fires of sin and retribution, your soul will be incinerated! Immolation! A cherished agony. Do you feel it? Not every wound will heal!
Illusion shattered!
One with nature. Shudder!
Beg for mercy. Good grief! More speed.
Think you can bully?
Inazuma shines eternal! Ha!
Who dares call me a witch?
Shaken ass!
There is no escape!
Shudder!
Diana Special!
What a sorry sight.
Not every wound
shattered.
will heal!
Think you can bully me?
So strong, but how? I am a Snezhnayan diplomat. You know what happens if you lay a finger on me. I swear, if you strike me, I will make sure. The Fatui will make sure that your precious Inazuma... Stop! I order you!
And you! Filthy rats! All of you!
You are the enemy of eternity. But as the victor, I acknowledge your honor. Therefore, I shall allow you to leave Tenshukaku alive.
The Raiden Shogun isn't gonna let us off just like that, right? Oh, the air feels suffocating. It must be the Raiden Shogun's almightiness. One strike from the Shogun and now Signora's gone! She got what she deserved, but Paimon still can't help but feel upset. Why are they doing it? Why are the Harbingers collecting all the no-seeds? Huh? Traveler, you got a headache? Chin up! Let's get out of this place. Paimon feels unsettled. Also, when the Shogun executed Signora with the Muso no Hitotachi, it was unbelievably powerful. It seems impossible to defend against. And if so, we've got no hope whatsoever of defeating her in combat. So, to recap, Yaimiko wants us to go back inside the plane of Euthymia by the statue of the Omnipresent God. Oh, but we'll be like lambs to the slaughter, won't we? Oh, maybe we could put this plan on hold for a while? There's the sound of electro zapping in the air. Paimon can barely breathe. Traveler, are you okay? You're so silent. Sounds like there's a lot of noise coming from outside Tenshukaku. Has a fight broken out or something? Oh, the guards seem really nervous. Well, let's go see what the situation is, shall we?
There will always be those who dare to brave the lightning's glow.
So we meet again. Indulge my curiosity. What is the reason that I find you standing here before me once again? Do you hope your foolhardiness will shelter those people? Or was it simply a means of seeking an audience with me? Oh? Surely you didn't rouse me from my state of eternal meditation only to tell me this. If so, then you underestimate me. I am quite well informed about the Vision Hunt Decree. Not so. The Vision Hunt Decree has my tacit approval. The Fatui's actions thus far do not constitute a threat to eternity. Otherwise, they would have been purged long ago. Individual ambition is inherently incompatible with eternity. What you might not realize is that all too often, people have far more to lose by chasing their dreams. Consider this. No one will lose their life on account of having their vision taken. Rather, those who have lost their lives are the ones who insist. Traveler, your existence is unique in my eyes. There seems to be limitless uncertainty in you. So, I won't insist that you comprehend the meaning of my actions. That's right. I'm surprised anyway. You're looking for a chance to So be it. Well then, you who would defy eternity, time for you to enlighten me. Do you wish to become the enemy of eternity, traveler? Shine down! Now you shall perish!
Falling leaves, adorn my night!
This ends now.
Shake it and stir!
Freeze to the core! Crush! I condemn you!
Instabilities will be removed. Lightning falls on the land of eternity. Insolent. You are an enemy that requires detached from the world.
It's fine. Good grief.
Dear me, aren't you cutting it rather close?
Miko, this was your doing?
Now. Don't forget who taught you how to place your consciousness in objects. Surely you don't think your ambition alone is enough to shake A's will, do you? Though you alone are here, they too have ambitions, which they long since entrusted to you. Now then, close your eyes.
We can abolish the Vision Hunt Decree.
Beg for mercy. into the wind.
All will be severed.
The birds call.
This way. Illusion shattered.
Shaken and stirred!
Shudder! Vengeance will be mine! Crush! Rack and ruin!
Without yearning, all returns to silence.
One with nature.
Insolent.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night into the wind.
Shaken and stirred!
Inazuma shines eternal! A fleeting shadow.
Flood of frost! I condemn you!
As one with wind and cloud. One with nature.
You've lost, eh?
Yes, I have.
Why can you not trust your people? And in the power of their ambition? These ambitions have transcended space and time. They are something that no one can snuff out. Is this the lesson you learned from your journey in Liyue? There are nations where humans cast their god aside and stride so are we to just abandon the notion of progress?
You and I have both witnessed the great loss that progress can bring. Eternity. When lightning flashes, it casts a shadow. My name means shadow. With my blade, I purged all obstacles to progress. And yet, something was lost with each step forward. In the end, I even lost her. The tales are still retold in the shade of every thunder sakura. But the wounds left on our nation by that terrible loss still ache. Never stop searching, even if only for a brief flash of light. If nothing else, we have the present moment. She said that once. But I've seen a nation stride forward and lose everything to the heavenly principles. Perhaps only if time stands still will the lightning's glow never fade. The present moment is a fragile illusion. Only eternity can bring us closer to the heavenly principles. I am no longer the shadow. Mine is the most supreme and noble form. Let power over the realm be vested within me. In this form shall I honor my subjects' dream, for a land of eternity, unchanging forevermore.
The heavenly principles. Irrelevant nonsense. When all's said and done, all you really want is to protect your beloved. But is this nation worth stripped of ambitions, stripped of the potential? I wonder what loss would it really—
Miko, retract your words. Never changing eternity is the promise I made to my people.
But what your people need from you is not your promises. They want your attention, your divine gaze.
Humans have a lifespan of barely 100 years, but I have experienced it all.
But eternity is far too cruel. Not only have you stopped paying attention to the world, it must have been terribly
But it is necessary.
You will miss much by refusing progress. You are obviously lone. Tell me this. This is your plane of euthymia, so it can only mean...
I...
But I have so...
How long?
As a fox on, so it will probably take me. Since you are willing to.
What a childish conversation. Anyway, now that I have been defeated by you and your plan. But, with regards to eternity.
As promised, the Raiden Shogun abolished the Vision Hunt Decree. Finally, her people's wishes penetrated her locked heart. Beyond the plane of euthymia, she saw what eternity means in the eyes of the world. When one's fervent ambition burns brightly, the gods will cast their gaze upon you. Some ambitions have the power to heal wounds, to bring victory, to inspire hope. But some ambitions outlive their masters long after the soul ascends. They remain as they were in the beginning. Burning bright and true for all eternity.
So what did you guys do in the Raiden Shogun's plane of euthymia anyway? Is the Vision Hunt Decree abolished? Oh, gotcha. So maybe the reason...
Why, hello, if it isn't the triumphant traveler. And why might you be visiting the shrine? A sign of piety, perhaps?
You literally told us to come meet you here!
I was just joking. I've been waiting for you.
Seems like someone's in a pretty good...
Mm-hmm. Catching up with an old friend I hadn't seen in years was truly delightful. By the way, I heard that you had a duel before the throne, with a Fatui Harbinger no less. Defeating Signora head-on in a duel means that your strength exceeds my expectations. Still, you did end up victorious. I gather congratulations are in order.
Sure feels good to finally thwart the Fatui plan for once. They caused plenty of trouble along the way, but at the very least, they didn't get their hands on another Gnosis.
Wait a second. Did you say Gnosis? As in, the little thing that looks something like a chess piece?
Yep, that's the one. You've seen one too? Gnosis belong to the Seven. They're what keep them connected to Celestia.
Oh.
What's wrong?
I handed that over.
You did what now?
Well, how else was I supposed to save your skin from the Balladeer exactly? The Balladeer is number 6 of the Fatui Harbingers. In terms of strength, he is superior to Signora. I'm not the kind of person who risks life and limb for any old reason. After A created her puppet vessel, she no longer had anywhere to put it. As her erstwhile closest friend, A handed it over to me, and I've kept it in the Grand Narukami Shrine ever since. She no longer needs the power of the Gnosis, and in any case, she tells me she has severed ties with Celestia. Thus, the Gnosis became not only useless, but also a potential source of conflict. Is that not a good bargain, exchanging it for the one at the core of the plan? Judging by the results, at least, I dare say I struck a good deal.
When you put it like that, Paimon has to agree. Well, what's done is done. And so anyway... Really?
You intend to travel all over Tevat, and the time has come for the Inazuma leg of your trip to come to an end, has it not? As a mark of my gratitude, I will answer any questions you may have about the road ahead or the events of the past. What would you like to know about? That puppet was built with technology that has been lost to time. Perhaps she... Still, there's one other thing on this topic that I suspect you may be curious to know. Before A began modifying her own godly form, she took it upon herself to create a...
So, you mean there are 3?
No. The prototype was merely a proof of concept. The original plan was for A to simply discard it. But perhaps A thought this to be too cruel, because in the end she chose only to seal the power within it. Later, this puppet wandered Inazuma as an ordinary human male with his own consciousness. Until the Fatui took an interest in... Some eccentric geniuses in the ranks of the Fatui made adjustments to the prototype, not only unsealing his power, but... The object of divine creation is now the one who has taken possession of the Gnosis. And the prototype puppet is now known as the Balladeer.
What a crazy
It is, isn't it? Who can say whether it's coincidence or destiny? I'm surprised an outlander like you is aware that there was once a change.
Morax told us. He said that the Electro Archon Ball has passed away.
Yes. The truth of the matter is that there were 2 twin gods, Baal and Beelzebul.
Twin gods?
They won the Archon War together, and when Baal established the shogunate, Beelzebul became her Kagemusha, or shadow warrior. In other words, she acted as Baal's body double. Beelzebul is A, with whom we are now both acquainted. Baal's name was Makoto. As far as the world was aware, there were not 2, but 1. They complemented each other, and they ruled Inazuma jointly. So that, in fact, the name Baal and the title of Raiden Shogun was understood to refer to both of them. Right up until...
Until what?
Makoto died several hundred years ago in a war that I was not personally involved in. Since then, A has assumed the shogunate.
Losing her sister must have been super hard on A.
That was when A began to change.
Paimon feels like she understands A a lot better now after finding that out. So what kind of god was Makoto?
I didn't spend a great deal of time with her, but my impression was she was a gentle god, who in each moment cherished the beauty of what was before her.
Wow.
Sorry, I haven't a clue. I'm also unfamiliar with the god you describe. But if you still have doubts about A, I would say they are misplaced. Not only does she not fit your description, but she voluntarily gave up her gnosis long ago. That's good to hear. Otherwise, given that I'm her familiar, it could have made our...
Don't worry, we aren't looking to pick up...
As for your brother's whereabouts, I will use all the resources at my disposal to investigate it. And I will also I'll let you know if I find out anything. Consider it part of my means of thanking you. After leaving Inazuma, I think it would be easiest for you to go to Sumeru.
Ooh, Sumeru! We've run into loads of scholars from there on our journey so...
Yes, well, Sumeru is the land of the god of wisdom, where the quest for wisdom and knowledge is never-ending. But their obsession gives rise to some truly inexplicable things. For example, in Sumeru, knowledge is holistically managed as a resource.
Knowledge is a resource?
Yes. I don't know whether it was the sages or Lesser Lord Kusanali who came up with the idea.
Lesser Lord Kusanali? That's a cute name.
Oh, you haven't heard. Lesser Lord Kusanali is the deity in whom the people of Sumeru place their faith. I'm sure you must have some things to discuss with her too. Are you sure? Okay then. Keep it safe. There was me thinking that you might hang it around your neck to show off to the world, telling everyone who inquired that it was given to you by none other than Yae Miko, the wise and beautiful.
Who in their right mind would do that?
Okay, I'll stop. Now, a question for you. I see. But that is merely a small goal. Your ambition should be something that transcends the world below and the starry sky above. Perhaps the reason you do not possess a vision is that such an ambition has yet to be engendered within you. It's a possibility. Continue on your journey, and maybe that moment will come to pass.